Hello there, beautiful beings. Welcome to my Wingishni Bay Majeki Kwe channel. That's me, Wingishni Bay Majeki Kwe, Sweetgrass Water Medicine Woman. Christiana Carr and Christy Carr Superstar. I can't do much jolting today. Yeah, I'm all wrapped up. Pulled my shoulder. You can see that a little bit on the other videos. It was hard to shuffle. Trying to rest. Kids forget the lunch, and then I gotta go run it to them and go in all shaky. My hips out, my foot's out. My goodness, right? Universe telling me slow down. You gotta rest, but there's no rest even here. Even though my place looks like a mess, it is. It doesn't just look like it. It is, and I'm totally embarrassed about it. Completely, because it's not how I like to live. Right? I mean, when I was younger, my mom would say I had an organized mess because I knew where everything was. I don't know where everything is. It's gotten dumped in my garage. I'm still not fully moved into my house, so it's a lot of stress on me. Kids aren't listening. My daughter is like yesterday. You get me my water bottle, like raising her fists at me and actually punching me. She came right down. You're going to get it. So, like, I just picked her up and carried her to her bed. That really hurt, especially the whole time when she's beaten on my back and she gets in this one little spot. And I think it's like the kidney spot. It really hurt. Like, tell you, something to make you feel really weak is getting beat up by a little 5-year-old girl, I tell you. That don't make you feel weak. Right? And go, no, that's not the kind of being I'm trying to raise here. And then, is this what her brothers has done to her, right? Like, then all those kinds of thoughts go through, hard thoughts and whatnot, right? So, anyways, happy birthday to a couple of my soul peeps out there. One from my SD group and one from my SP group. Love you, beautiful ladies. So happy birthday, Jan, and happy birthday, Lee. Have a great, fantabulous day. Hope it's a little magical for you in some way. Every way. Okay, so let's just do our dailies, right? Just the overall and our balancing energies. Let's do that. Oh, right. First, calling in back all of our energies from all the directions from the east, calling back all of our energies from the east to help us with that clarity. And that's the spirit, right? Keep our spirit full and whole within us. And then we go to the goodness gracious, the south, the place of the child, the innocence, the waters. And then we call in the east. Oh, is it going to be this shoulder this week? It was this shoulder last week. Now the west we call in, that's the place of the physical. The introspection's the place of woman. We call back all of our energies from the north. That's our wisdom years. It's the air, the mental, right? Air, fire, water, earth, right? Earth, air, fire, water. Okay, now I'm going to confuse myself trying to do it in different ways. Okay, that's all right. Okay, and then the earth walk, how's that go? That's right, from the south to the north. Childhood to adulthood, right? Self-sacrifice, what we learn about that, right? Mother sacrificed for us to be born. Father sacrificed for us too. Right? Really. Mother and father should be united front, right? And that sacrifice their relationship for the children. We need to make sacrifices for our children to make that sacred. But don't sacrifice your relationship for your children, because what are you going to get when the children's gone? What are you going to get when it makes sense? If we don't nurture our relationships, right, our children are not ours, right? So they're going to grow up, they're going to leave the nest, right? This is what we hope for. Yes, that's what our jobs are to do, to get them ready to leave us and not need us. That's the greatest gift to give to your children, right? To be able to stand on their own 2 feet and not need us, right? They can depend on the universe, that source within them, right? Okay, I know it's hard. That's the humanness that want them to need us. That's our human beingness, right? Right. Okay, anyways. East to west is the road of the blue road of spirit. Right? Did I even pick up the north? I don't think I even picked up and showed what was in the north. That's fine. That talking stick. We see the options. Get up to the spirit. There are all these options that we could have had, we could have seen, and everything that we chose. How it, manifested, right? How we tricked ourselves and fooled ourselves. Hi. Also, coyote medicine is that ability to be able to laugh at yourself. That's a great medicine to have, to share. Remember, we do not idolize these animals, but they all have medicines and things to teach us. Like everything on this great creation, everything has something to teach us. Everything was made from the same source. All, everywhere you look. There's no place you can look where you do not see something that source created. Even through man it creates, right? So, that's right. Above, below, and within. All right, we look within if we have a little problem with that, right? We're all in this together, okay? There's the part. There's no arguing that. We are in this together, on this earth together. Earthlings on earth together. Okay, let's hang on to that truth for all of us. It's the truth for all of us. Maybe even that can help us to have a little compassion for others that we might not agree with or whatever. We're in this together. We're here to share this place. We're here to share this space. We're here to share our love. We're not here to go, oh, you're not doing it the right way. You're not doing it the right way. You're not, right? Remember, pluck that log out of your eyes before you go pointing out the little speck in your brothers or sisters, cousins, aunts, uncles, whatever, right? We all need to look at ourselves first. None of us, none, zero, zilch is completely innocent here, right? So who can say, hey, you're sinning without looking, right? Remember that finger? 3 fingers pointing back, so you need to ask God for help. Universe, source, whatever you call it. It don't matter what you call it. It's up to you, right? Because it's all coming back to you. Whatever you put out there comes back. Swinging, I'm swinging. Okay. Right. Need to pull the cards. Overall energies today. Besides the pain. Painful energies coming in, but that's okay. To be transmuted. And we know how to do that better now, don't we? Maybe. Keep practicing. Keep practicing. Today. That's the path. And here's the animal sharing their medicine on that path today. Council fire, the decisions, right? We had that council fire to make the decisions in the highest and best interest of all, right? So I'm just going to put these little guys here because I don't think we need to build them up too high because you can see it all right there. So that council fire, making those decisions in the highest and best interest of all. So we're all here in ourselves. So if we are all thinking and lining our intentions to what's in the highest and best interest of all, right? We focus in ourselves in the source because as we're following how we're being led by our own source, right? By the source of all and finding that purpose and tapping into that purpose, we were all designed to do things that are in the highest and best interest of all. And it doesn't feel like we're working or anything because it goes along with our passions. That's how we know. That's how we know we're aligned with it because it ignites us, right? Right? And we do that sacred spiral, that council fire, and look at the decisions that we've made in the past as a whole and as a collective. Where has those decisions brought us to? Are we sacredly spiraling up or are we spiraling down, right? Deeper into the depths of the darkness instead of spiraling up into that light, right? And I believe it's like a pulsating back and forth, back and forth. Nothing ever sits still in the middle. It's not stagnant. Everything is in constant movement and shifting, right? So yes, that darkness is part of it. That darkness is part of us just as much as the light is. We need that balance. It's both. We are all. It's everything. So it's for the circle, right? Encompasses all. all of it. So everything we do affects the other. So what are we doing? What are the decisions that we're making? What are the decisions that we've made as a whole scale of humans, and right down to our little micro scale of each individual human, right? So if each individual one is thinking about not just themselves, but the future, how is this that I do going to help and be of service to the future, right? And is that making sense? I hope. That's pulling so. It really distracts me when I get in lots of pain. I did end up going to the doctors very well. The universe got me an appointment right away on Friday. Even though my doctor wasn't open, there was a clinic that was on. So I went in, got these muscle relax, and I only took them for Saturday and Sunday because I had some things to do and get through. Actually, I didn't take them yesterday at all. So I just took them for the one day. And I which was great. I didn't have my kids home, so I didn't have to chase them. It helped me to rest that. Taking that time to rest, that can be in the highest and best interest of all, right? Or we spiral out of control. It happens, right? Think about tired, right? What's that one? HALT. Hungry, angry, lonely, tired. Like common emotions we will all experience. Human emotions, yeah. And they affect the way we treat ourselves and we treat each other. They do. So, think about that. What's that dance you're doing? What's the dance you're doing, right? Are you spiraling and doing that dance in that same circle? Are you spiraling that up and expanding it out to affect all, right? And then we must come back. It's like breathing, right? Ebb and flow. It's breathing. It's pulsating, right? Because this universe is alive, right? It's a living being. The source is alive through us, through everything. Amazing. And you are part of it. You are a sacred part of it, an intricate part of it, and so needed. Yes, you. Yes, you are. So, let's see. We have the male energy over here. It might be backwards, but oh well, right? What's my Newfie influences, right? Hey, Uncle Roy. Okay. And, okay. We're all good. It's good. And for the woman. The woman's feminine aspects today. Helping to balance. Okay. So those actions, right? Those new abilities. We discover those new abilities. And those abilities, those passions, and how they help to haul. How do they help all? Because all of our abilities, our passions are there. And even like, can never be said enough. Even if it looks like somebody else's, it doesn't have your flavor to it, right? You bring your own light and you shine your own light through it, right? Like there's these messages that are out there, these life lessons. This is nothing new. Anything I say is nothing new. It's already been out there, right? But the way it comes through me might actually, land on somebody. Like, I've heard the same things from different people, but this one, it didn't click with me. But then I heard it from this one, and then I realized, that's what that one was saying. I didn't get it when they were saying it, but this one really went, boom, got that, right? So let's not get hooked up, because sometimes we're saying the same things, but we get hooked on that. Either the tone that it comes across in, right? Because you could have the most beautiful message in the world, and if you're just constantly delivering it like this, right? Your tone might turn people off, send them to sleep. Mind you, some people might get like that tone, right? Because they don't want too excitement. You got to keep it even keel, right? Who knows? That ability's in you. When you come across those gracefully, you got to open to that grace, and there's that dog whining. And yeah, remember that swan will gracefully bite your ass, because swan can be aggressive, right? And look at that new ability. Swan went round, Who knows that story? The ugly duckling. Right? And then found out it was this beautiful, graceful swan. But how much troubles, or how much did it have to go through, right? Until it became that. And it needs to wait, right? The universe, God's made everything beautiful in its own time. You are beautiful already, right? Take your time. Take your time. We're all these little caterpillars eating and feeding ourselves, all that knowledge, eating and eating and eating, to integrate that, opening up to that grace, to be transformed into these beautiful swans, right? That is an inside job that comes from within with the help of our source, right? We reach out, reach up and reach down, right? It's that balance. Mother and father, respect your mother and your father, right? As it takes both to make you. Takes both to make you. Okay. So here we go. Ouch. And the female energy. This is the reflective energy, the creative energy, the retreat, moon lodge. That's about that time for me too. So take that time. In the old days, this was a very sacred time because this was the woman's own ceremony time. Automatic ceremony, those cleansing times. That's why we come up with that, it popped up the Sundance card. My goodness, that self-sacrifice, right? Man's way to understand what woman goes to bear life here. That pain and the suffering, the blood, sweat, and tears that are given. Also, I believe that's where the sweat lodge originated. It was for men to have, like the women had that. The women would all go to these black lodges or the moon lodges. You know, as soon as you started, whether you're doing dishes, making dinner, you stopped and you went to that moon lodge, right? And then you were served. This was the time for you to rest and cleanse, right? Because, hi, it's much needed rest, right? Working so hard for your families, trying to keep everything together. And way back when it was the women that ran the villages, well, the men were out hunting to get the food. So, it's a lot of work, right? Most of their work was outside the home, not in it, right? Well, look at, if we lived in these little teepees or wigwams and all that, not much to do in there. It was already on the ground. How clean could you get it, right? It was already clean. Because the earth is clean. Earth is not dirty, right? Most parts of it anyway. There's the power. And that's where we're in our true power when we're in that moon lodge time, when we're in that time to retreat and reflect. That's when we can get in touch with our true power because it is within us. We're not going to find it out there. It's all within us. There's nothing from outside that gives us that power except for that source. But that source is not outside of us. That source is inside of us. That source is intricate part of us. Like we are an intricate part of it. Inseparable. Really. Right? That's the true power. That's the empowering thought when we retreat and we see that. Take that time to find that, right? Take that time to become that beautiful swan that you are. No rushing it. No offense. I just like to say, no Russian. We're Canadian, right? But no offense to anybody, okay? I just think it sounds funny. I only say it because it sounds funny. No Russian. We're Canadian, right? So, but there's no rush. Oh, I love that Alabama song. I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, I'm rushing till life's no fun. All I really gotta do is live and die. But I'm in a hurry and don't know why. Yeah. Listen to that one. Alabama. I'm in a hurry. That one, anytime that I get in, that song starts playing. The universe plays that song in my head, right? So it's constantly there since I heard it, right? And it might have come out before I was born. So it's my whole life then, practically. So think about that. There's no need to rush. No need to rush, right? Take your time. These abilities takes time to develop, right? Even those natural talents that we have, we can take time to develop those and hone those skills to perfect them in ways, right? They say practice makes perfect. So even if you've got this natural ability, don't think that you never need to practice, right? If you don't use it, you lose it, they say, right? They say. But who can take away what the universe gave to you, right? Nobody, right? Look at that power, you graceful being. Open to that grace. Think about your intentions and how we're helping the earth, because we're all here to do that. We're all here to shine our lights and share love, share this space, respect and honor each other, our source. And that's how we can respect and honor our source, is by respecting and honoring everything that source created, including you and me, right? Everything. Right? Be grateful for that. Right? I'm grateful for you. I sure am. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you and shining your light through in everything you do. This world needs you, you know? Ain't no lie. Like I say it all the time, and I hope you don't get tired of hearing it, because it is the absolute truth. You're a beautiful being. Yes. And this world is shining upon you. Let it shine through you, right? And open up to that grace that's there. You know, we can't do anything on our own. No, we cannot. That's what that source is there for. We call in and open up to that source and watch. That grace and ease. We don't need to force anything with power or anything. We can retreat and let it come to us. Right? Or was I read that somewhere? I think it was a Doreen Virtue or something. You put your order in at the restaurant. You don't go in the back to make sure they got all the ingredients, that they mix it the right. You sit at your table, you talk, whatever. You wait for your food to come. When it comes, well, hey, if they forgot something, you can say, you know, that's not what I ordered. I changed, whatever, right? Works the same in the universe. If you don't put your order in there, it's the same thing, right? The waitress doesn't come over and go, I know what you want, let me bring it to you, right? No, you put your order in, right? And be clear and be specific, right? But then also open to that infinite wisdom, because, you know, who knows best, and allowing that infinite wisdom to manifest it through you in the highest and best interest of all, right? We all have that ability. It's beautiful. Biggest heart hugs ever. Thank you so much, you beautiful beings. Have a wonderful, blessed day. And keep smiling and shining your light through in everything you do. Remember, this world needs you. Because if you're not going to be you, who's going to do it? You're the best one for the job, man. So be you. Love you. Thank you.